Today's lesson is over area of circles. For area of circles is going to be the area inside the circle. And how we calculate this is we have to take the radius and square it. So radius times radius will get us a square with each side length of the radius. And we're going to need 3 and a little bit extra, which is actually going to be pi times radius. Because notice we have these 3 squares and only part of the inside is used. So that little piece on the outside can all add up to fill in most of what's left here, except for we're going to have about 0.14 left. So that's where we get our formula of area equals pi r squared. And again, for this lesson, we're going to use 3.14 for our approximation of pi. Also, the phrase fuzzy wuzzy was a bear, area equals pi r squared is a great reminder to help us remember that area equals pi r squared. So going on, another thing we need to remember is if we have diameter, we can't use diameter like we did with circumference. We need radius. So we need to divide diameter by 2 on both sides here to find out that our radius equals 5. So area equals pi r squared, and let's fill in what we know. Pi is 3.14. 5 squared, we know that from PEMDAS, we know that we have to do the 5 squared first. So 5 squared is 25 times 3.14. And our answer should be close to 75, because 25 times 3 is 75. And I get 78.5. So it's a way to use estimating to double check your answer. 78.5. Lastly, we have inches, but we're now square inches because we are finding area. Whenever we're solving for big A, we need square inches. 2, radius is equal to 12 inches. I'm ready to go because I have radius. So area equals fuzzy wuzzy was a bear, area equals pi r squared. So 3.14, 12 squared is 12 times 12 is 144. So we'll plug that in as 144 times 3.14, and I should be around 450 again. So again, using estimating to your advantage, I get 448.416. So rounding to the nearest tenth, we're going to round down to 448.4 inches squared. Next one we're dealing with is radius is 7 meters. So radius equals 7 meters. And that's what we're looking for, because area equals pi r squared. Pi is 3.14. 7 times 7 is going to give me 49. So 49 times 3.14 again is going to be pretty close to 150. I get 153.86. And the instructions do say to round to the nearest 10. So I'm going to look at the 6, that's greater than 5. We're going to round that up. So we're going to get 153.9 meters squared. Diameter is 25 inches. So we do need to divide both sides by 2. Now going on with 25 halves, we can simplify that into 12.5. So fuzzy wuzzy was a bear, area equals pi r squared. And we're going to use 3.14 times 12.5 squared. Again, doing 12.5 squared first, times 12.5 times 3.14. Get 490.625. Then we need to round to the nearest tenth, so we're going to look at our hundredth position. 2 is less than 5, so we're going to keep it the same at 490 and 6/10 inches squared. Moving on here, finding the area of the circle using 3.14 for pi. Again, we're rounding to the nearest tenth. We have 13 centimeters here. Notice it's only going halfway across, so radius equals 13 centimeters. Area equals pi r squared. Remember, fuzzy wuzzy was a bear. Area equals pi r squared. And let's fill in what we know. 3.14 times 13 squared. 13 times 13 is going to be 169 times 3.14. And then we'll use our calculators. You get 530.66. So again, we have to round to the nearest tenth. 6 is going to round up because it's greater than or equal to 5, so we're going to get 530.7, and this is centimeters squared. Don't forget the labels are always squared when we're solving for big A. Next we have 28 yards, but that goes all the way across, so this is actually going to be our diameter. So to find our radius, we're going to have to divide both of these in half. Half of 28 will give us 14 as our radius. So now, area is fuzzy wuzzy was a bear. Area equals pi r squared. Let's fill in what we know. So pi is 3.14 and radius is 14. Again, don't forget we're squared. 14 squared is 14 times 14 is 196, then times 3.14, we get 615.44. 4 is going to round down to stay down, so we're going to be at 615.4 yards squared. The last question is an apple pie has a diameter of 18 inches. So write down what we know. Diameter is 18 inches. What is the area of the apple pie? So we need to find the radius first. So divide both sides by 2, we get radius is 9 inches. So fuzzy wuzzy was a bear, area equals pi r squared. So let's fill in what we know. 3.14. 9 times 9 is 81. So 3.14 times 81 is 254.34. Rounding it to the nearest tenth, we're going to stay down at 254.3 inches squared. Feel free to check out the peer tutors for more examples, and also check out the quizzes to test yourself.